We are in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and you know that you've been with me so many times here, but what you can see here is a tomb from 13th century of the Crusader, the one who signed the Magna Carta, Philip. Then his tomb's here. Usually it's when someone wants to be buried at the entrance, he wants the people to walk on him, to show them how he is actually meaningless compared to him and to Jesus. That's why, that's why I will do that for him, and that's how I'll remember him, and I'll talk about him, and he will get better relationship between him and God himself. And this is when God will arrive to here. 8 Crusader Kings were buried here, Crusader Kings here, 4 here, and the first 4 here. Baldwin the first, Godfrey, Baldwin the second, and folk from Anjou were buried right here at Adam Chapel. Godfrey, Baldwin the second, and Anjou. 1, 2, 3, 4. Baldwin the third, Baldwin the fifth, the fourth, and the fifth were buried there. The Crusader Kings were buried here because it's the closest place to the resurrection of Jesus, which is right there. There are traditions that say that the Muslims between the Crusader kingdoms destroy those tombs, but we do have pilgrims who came later on and actually showed us they actually talked about it, wrote about it, even painted the tombstones of the Crusader Kings. Godfrey, they actually say it. He is the one who occupied the land, peace on him. There's another inscription, you can see the Golgotha. He occupied Zion, and he is buried here. The Persian, the Egyptian were actually are afraid of him. He was the servant of Jesus. Everything is at all the tombstones. He held the Catholic belief, and his brother actually wrote everything about himself, about his brother, and he said, and he actually wrote and saying, "I am exactly like I'm dressed like him." Baldwin first, we found the inscription say that he's the new Judah, the new king of Judah. Baldwin defeated the child. He was so young then. For me, he was the innocent one. Now, in 1808, there was a big fire in the church. It started in the Armenian place, and then the tomb itself. And what actually happened in that time, the Catholic world was very busy with wars and he didn't really mind about here. Then the Ottomans gave the order to renovate that place to the Orthodox Church. You can imagine what will happen to the Orthodox that really didn't like the Crusaders, that butchered them when they actually occupied the city. Then at the end of the renovations, nothing left from those tombstones, including the bones. And this is the end of it? Is that the end of it? The tombstone of Baldwin V, the child, part of it was found, and you can actually visit it and see it in the Catholic Franciscan Museum. The tombstone for many years was at the Greek Orthodox Patriarch. In 1970, when they built that wall, and they found here bones, maybe of the kings, at 1970, they put it in a plastic bag and once a who and threw it to the garbage. All right, I will say, the one who built it were the Orthodox Church. For so many years, you could see the sword of Godfrey. And I think in my first videos, you can actually see it. But later on, the Crusader became to be, even in the Catholic belief, became to be less popular because it was a lot of war about dead people. Then in that case, the saw is not anymore here. They might move it to one of the museums of them, but until now, we don't know where it is. Wow, this is new for me. There are 8 Crusaders tombs of monks, 4 here, and beneath the tower, another 3. This is totally new for me. Next time when I'll be there, I will try to see it or to document it. Wow, this is now a Greek Orthodox chapel. You can understand that there is still a tension between them and the Catholic. Well, that was a little bit about the Crusader tombs. I took a special tour to study it. There's so many speculation, but at least I hope that I gave you a little bit more information. I do have another video of it. Then see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe.